The Critshow contains elements of horror, fantasy violence, and adult language. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Haunted house this weekend, not knowing, like we didn't know we were renting a haunted house. Yeah.
Okay, go. I think I'll understand this more as you talk. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So Tass and Jesse and myself and Mike and Jeremy, part of the crew, went to a con in Ohio. We had a booth and ran some games and stuff. And we rented an Airbnb in town. And it was the strangest little house with like wallpaper that was roaring lion faces or tiger faces and a doorknob that was like knee level to get into the house. And it was all like aesthetically very interesting, like very dark academia style. But we're like talking about like, oh, this is really weird. This place kind of feels haunted, blah, blah, blah. We get there. Everybody kind of gets ready, goes to bed. I turn on the television. No matter how much light I put into this room, the corner of the room where the door like closes to will not take light. And it was like, looked very much like a shot from Welcome to Derry or It. And so I'm talking about it the next day, and Mike and Jeremy and everybody comes over, like we're taking a break before we go to dinner, I think. And Jesse was like, oh, show me what you were talking about. And Mike goes over and stands in the corner, and I turn the lights off, and he's just gone.
He disappeared.
Oh
and
my
everyone's
gosh.
like, oh my God. I was like, yeah. And like turn the television on, the light spilling off the TV does not penetrate that corner.
And all of that on top of the weirdest layout, like it's some sort of duplex sort of thing that they clearly chopped up.
Yeah.
You walk into this place into sort of a living room with a big wide couch that's clearly meant for people to sleep on. You take a left, it was the only way you can go is down sort of a little hallway. There's a door immediately on the right that you're like, okay, this has got to be one of the bed. Nope, tiny weird little closet, nothing here. You see like all of the rest of the wallpaper and stuff is very plain, but the open door at the end has these weird bright blue and yellow and like wildly different colored swirly pattern like 70s wallpaper, which is also very you know, and like, okay. And you go back to find that that's the bathroom. It's like, okay, it's a weird little all glass bathroom. And the only other door leads into the bedroom, big open bedroom, but just with a turn in it, just a sort of a corner. And you go around that corner to a long hallway, no door, just a hallway that leads to a refrigerator, and then another turn into the small room that is the kitchen laundry.
And the 1940s refrigerator.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tall, like thin, it just at the end of the bedroom. It's so weird. It was so creepy.
And then the second night, I was going to sleep, and I kind of woke up in the middle of the night, and there's these big arched windows in the front room. I was sleeping on the couch, and the light casting in, I like woke up and I looked over at the door, and it just makes the shadow of a big pair of legs on the door. And so like I lay there for a second, and I looked at it, and I like traced to like see where it was coming from, and then my brain went, well, don't look back. Because now that you found that, like, oh, here's a reasonable explanation for it, I'm going to turn back and it's going to be the big monster's legs. And so I just slowly turned my back to it and went back to sleep.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I was like, nope, I know how this works.
So tracing this layout, was all of the space accounted for? Like hallway to doorway? Is there anywhere that you're like, this doesn't seem to, like, this spot is not accounted for.
Are
Is
you
there a hidden room?
are you saying that's what I'm wondering? Like, do you mean House of Leaves? Like this hallway shouldn't be here because this room should be here? Or are
that
you
was
more
next.
like,
Did you measure the inside? Did you measure the outside? Was it bigger on the inside? But
I'm fairly certain that there has to be space between where the laundry kitchen is and the bathroom is. So whether that's other rooms in the other side of the duplex that like cut in like puzzle pieces, or we were in hell, I don't know.
Oh, that's funny because I was thinking that there needed to be room between the head of your bed and the wall of the living room.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're
Was there
100% right.
a painting above your bed
I don't think so.
with
Wait,
eyes that
guys.
followed you?
I looked it up. That house died 50 years ago this year. 50 years ago last week.
But yeah, just turning the lights off, everybody going, oh, as Mike vanished into the darkness. And I thought, I'm going to turn these back on. He's gone.
And he was.
He was.
And we haven't found him again. So
So-
we're looking
Miss
for a new
you,
community
Mike.
manager.
Miss you, Mike.
Yeah, love you, Mike. Sorry you're in hell now. I hope it's hot and unpleasant. You haven't been sold a false bill of goods. Anyway, this week, hello everybody. Welcome.
I hope that hell is what we were taught it was.
Welcome back to the Crit Show where we are playing the Clockwinders.
Woo!
Woo! I see Tass drawing a blueprint of the house, trying to make reason of it. I'm just gonna power through. You let me know when you're ready to present that.
Okay.
Okay. What?
Nobody else hear that knocking at the window?
Are you? No, I didn't. Are you fucking with me?
No.
No, I heard it.
No.
Okay.
Should we open the
Oh,
blinds?
fuck. The ghosts found us.
Oh, man.
Mike, is that you?
I'm here from hell to tell you.
I'm opening the blinds.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
I heard a knocking somewhere in that direction. Or maybe it was from the air vent above Tass.
Guys, there's a full-on dead body out there.
Wait, is it like the one that was there when we moved in?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Doug? Oh, okay.
Oh, Doug.
I haven't completed, but I don't know that it makes any sense.
That's what we're afraid of.
Like,
Yeah.
this is where you come in to the like square room.
Uh-huh.
You go down the hall, and now that he says it, yes, there's wall like where you come in, but it seemed like more open space between like this hallway that goes down to the bedroom, and then it goes further into the bathroom, but then you backtrack into the bedroom. There's a closet here, but it also seemed like more space than there should be to get back to the bathroom. You go back, you're in the bedroom, you go down the hall to where the fridge is here, and the weird kitchen is here, and a doorway
Oh, yeah.
that had a lock on it that looked like the thing from Hellraiser.
Yeah, or like a lock from Lock and Key. And there was a little metal sign on the door that said, do not enter owner's side.
It was a lock that looked like Pinhead?
Like, it was like... Damn it. It was like gilded
Yeah.
and had all these designs and stuff in it, and it was like not like a keyhole, it was like a thing that you have to like sort of lift and turn, and that would like reveal the keyhole and
Yeah.
like
it was dark metal with
It's a
like
weird euphemism.
with like gold gilding on it.
yeah, and just weird space in between where the bathroom should be. And
I'm not getting this. Can you build me a diorama?
Which
Yeah, I'll
which
get on it.
side was shared, like with the other side of a duplex, theoretically?
So I mean, all of this is technically the rest of
Yeah.
the building.
Okay.
And duplex is generous.
Yeah.
Like we were maybe a fifth of the space. Like
Yeah.
it was very clearly that this was a house and they put some walls up so they could rent a space.
Yeah.
Interesting. This is good listening.
Yeah.
Thank you for your drawing.
You're welcome. Hey,
Well-
this is gonna
well,
fucking
we will-
apparently turn into a shirt later. So
We'll post a picture of the diorama once Tass makes it.
Yeah.
okay.
How far did I get? Not very. In an intro.
Something about clockwinders.
Last time, yeah, it's the Crit Show. We're the Clockwinders. Last time you fixed the frozen movement core
Yep.
in the frozen cathedral. First, fixing it to make it fulfill its original purpose, what the movement cores were designed to do, and then bastardizing it to
Oh.
make it do what you need them to currently do,
How dare you?
but in the least invasive way you could muster.
Okay.
You thwarted a potential betrayal from Carver, said goodbye to Trusty Rusty, and made your way shipboard back to Carcadia Freehold with a level up along the way.
Can I make a roll real quick to have, because we had a long trip, right?
Yeah, it was like I wanted to say 10 days or maybe 2 weeks out there from Port Valles. It'd be more than that back.
Yeah, can I make a roll to make his duplicate to sell?
Yeah. Do you have materials for this?
I don't.
Do you have a glass
Yeah,
blowing
do you
furnace?
do glass?
I don't think it. Like we're the only ones who know it's glass.
That's true.
I could make a metal one and like other stuff in it just to make it look not exactly like the ones people know.
Okay. Yeah, give me an overcome. Oh, is it an overcome or is it a create an advantage? We're making a thing.
I mean, I'm making it just to leave with him.
I think it would be an overcome with crafts.
Let's do that. Does it function in any way? Does it have a function?
I think it moves.
Okay. You can do burglary then.
Okay.
I was wondering if you were going to have to actually do crafts
Yeah.
for once because this is just a non-mechanical
Just
thing.
paper mache and
Overcome with burglary. People don't really know what these look like. A 2.
okay. 6.
All right.
Nice.
You make it and you gain a boost. Yeah, you spend this, let's say, couple of weeks voyage back crafting not actually a duplicate, but
Yeah.
something that everybody else would fall for.
A duplicate.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, we find you all at the docks of Carcadia Freehold, disembarking from the Hot Nugget. Been a minute. Thought I'd let us stew in that one for a second.
Oh, don't say stew and hot
Stew
nugget.
in that
the
Hot
same
Nugget.
Oh.
You disembark the Hot Nugget, as does Carver and some of his crew with their spoils. They're looking to sell some ether and maybe see if they can find a buyer for that faux movement core here. They make sure to distance themselves from you immediately so that it's not obvious instantaneously that this is a ruse. So, now that you are back on land, where are you headed?
I've got to go check on my son.
Okay.
We're all going to the same place. It took me a minute to understand who his son was. It's the same location we want to go, to Roland's house.
Yeah.
Okay. You head back to Roland the Magnificent's estate, his manor, and you are welcome back. The guards don't interfere with you. They don't pay you any fanfare by any means, but they allow you entry. On the grounds, you find Ravi doing some training exercises with Apple Sticky Hands and Tonguey Biter. They're jumping through hoops.
Oh, lovely. I run over and I'm so proud and I give old TB just a bunch of kisses all over his face and give him a big hug.
How low and how wide are all these hoops?
Oh, sorry. Jumping through hoops might be generous. There are hoops laying on the ground and occasionally they walk through them.
Nice. Nice. I'm proud.
And Ravi's just like whooping and hollering and clapping for him.
Well done.
Oh, hey, welcome back.
How's it been?
Fine. Yeah, I mean we've been holed up pretty fancy here. It's been real nice, better quarters than I've slept in a long time.
Love to hear it. The train all right?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, good.
I forgot that part. He put me in a real soft bed, and I fell asleep that first night, and I didn't wake up for 13 hours. And
that was the whole job. That's all right.
Oh shoot.
We'll take a look at it later.
Oh dang. I'm real sorry.
No, at least Tonguey's okay. Apple's okay. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. I'm sure it's probably fine.
Thank you, Ravi, for your service.
Oh, you can deduct this from my pay.
Yes. And I'll head inside with the rest.
Inside, one of the guards acknowledges you and starts leading you further into the manor than any of you have been thus far. In fact, clear through it and out the back where you see a big luxurious swimming pool that Roland is currently lounging in. And the guard clears his throat kind of to get his attention, and Roland, he pulls down his sunglasses and looks over in your direction. Oh, you're back. And he starts just like with his hands swimming himself back towards the side of the pool so he can come talk to you. As he gets there, he does not get out. He stays laying backwards on the raft and like puts an arm and a leg up on the side of the pool to keep himself in place, looking up at you. How was it?
Cold.
Incredible.
Did it work?
Haunted. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still on the last. Yes.
Are you haunted now? Is that what you're saying? You're haunted?
No, it worked. We found it. It was way different than the ones we've seen, but I think we understand why now.
He looks up at the guard who led you in. Drinks! Fetch us drinks. Bring me and my friends some drinks. And the guard kind of looks confused, but gives a little bow and heads back inside. And Roland looks back to you. Tell me about it. Describe it to me.
Do you want me to describe it to him? Or do you want...
Do we want to, like, narrate over this?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
Do we want to say,
I'll
I describe it to him?
Yeah, yeah.
Here's what happened. And doodly-doodly-doo.
Yeah.
And then I was giving Tonguey a big hug and kiss on the cheek, and then I came inside.
Oh, marvelous.
When you're out of the water, I can show you my journal. I took some pretty extensive notes, and I know Kade did some drawings as well.
Yeah, he rolls to try and, like, move from the raft out of the pool, and he fails, and he falls in the water, stands back up, throws his long white hair back. It's like a perfect Pantene commercial, and walks up the steps, straining out his hair. You can see very clearly now all of those, like, tattoos, the green spirals of ether markings all over his chest and his stomach, down his arms, even down his legs to some degree.
I want to touch the water.
It's pleasant.
Oh, how'd you do that?
What?
The water is not cold.
He just kind of, like, wiggles his fingertips and raises his eyebrows at you.
Ah.
Pee. Lots of it.
That's
Lots
my
of
secret
it.
cap. I've never stopped pissing.
I have all this staff and they all have bladders.
God.
Not even pee in the pool. It is a pool of pee. Oh,
That's just made of pee. Oh, you thought the liner was yellow. No.
God.
This is the first time you've ever had to put a piss warning in the show notes.
Content warnings. Piss.
That cannot be true.
First time we've ever thought to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes over and sits in a chair near you, Maxine, and lets you, like, show him your journals.
You smell like a meth lab, man. Take a shower.
You're not going to like the showers here any better.
Oh,
That was very Eston voice. Just like, he walks in.
Aston just sachets in.
Roland's butler.
Oh, God. Really earning that piss content warning.
God.
He gets dried off, pulls on a robe, and sits a little more, like, upright, a little more business-like at this point. But, you know, he's still on a pool chair. So, next, then, is the Forgotten Fortress, yes?
apparently.
Well, I managed to make contact with my liaison, who will be guiding you along this leg of your journey. I'm sure that you will find it much simpler with his assistance, although, and he kind of, like, leans in, like, the company might not be that spectacular. He's a bit of a harsh fellow, rough around the edges, but he's loyal and determined, so you have nothing to worry about. What remains for you in town before you depart?
Not much, I don't think.
No, maybe just restocking some supplies? Anything you can think of that might be helpful for us to barter with or gain favor from the Fae that we meet there?
Do we feel confident with the things we have on hand to fix whatever we might find? Should I pay another visit to Trundle?
I mean, out of character, we still have a lot of invokes on, specifically that was for repairing a core.
Okay. Because we know this one was the one that was completely offline, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, like, the light didn't even function on
Cool.
the tracker.
I mean, Einon doesn't have any other thoughts, really, besides wanting to know how we're going to make this trip if we've got no more track to follow.
Yeah, we never got around to that. I think the thing I would want to be doing is going to the other side of town and see if I can find the track, and then if so, figure out a way to move the train over to the track.
Okay. Yeah, I think Roland gives you guys a little bit more information. He says, you'll want to bring something along to barter with the Tengu. It doesn't have to be particularly valuable, but the shinier the better. Having your liaison will go a long way towards getting you through a lot of interactions with a lot of the Fae there, but still, some customs ought to be honored, and a show of good faith would go a long way.
That's extremely useful, thank you.
Why don't you all go check on your train? I believe your liaison will be rendezvousing with you there. Perhaps you can touch base with him, get some more answers. He can assist you with anything else you need before you set sail. Well, not sail. You're going into the mountains, but your voyage begins.
What is our liaison's name?
Oh, you'll know him when you see him.
Okay.
I look at Einon and Kade.
Well, let's have a cinnamon roll and be off then.
Oh, delightful. He snaps, and some servants come out, bring in trays of sweets, and you guys all Maui down, have some drinks, have some snacks.
Have some ads.
So you all proceed back through the city, out the front gates, and towards where you had left your train car stationed on the tracks, to find it in fine condition. It seems despite Ravi's absence, it has been okay. And that might be in some part due to the figure who is currently standing outside of it. You see a tall, slender, robed and hooded figure. They have a giant two-headed axe hefted over one shoulder. Their clothes are almost entirely black or gray or navy blue. They're dressed very darkly. And their skin seems to also be like charcoal in color, along with, from what you can make out under the hood, long white hair. Their features seem to match Roland the Magnificent. This seems like a dark elf who is just positioned outside of your train, standing there sort of menacingly and statuesque.
Hello there.
He lifts his head a little bit to where you can see his eyes, and he's the spitting image of Roland the Magnificent. Like, they look basically identical. But this guy is like scowling at you, but he gives sort of a grunt of acknowledgement. He gives you a little bit of an up nod.
I walk up with a hand raised to shake. Einon Kerning, a pleasure to meet you.
I'll also step up. Maxine Hollis.
He sets the axe head on the ground, just like supporting it by the handle, and holds out a hand to shake, first to Einon. Nice to meet you. I'm Roland.
I thought you might be.
Roland the Black, right?
Correct.
Is that what you prefer to be called? That's just what we heard described to us at some point.
Roland will suffice. Those who know me as Roland the Black tend to be those who consider me an enemy.
Oh.
Well, nice to meet you, Arkady Atwater.
Yeah, he shakes everybody's hands.
We very much appreciate the offer of assistance on our journey.
Calling it an offer might be a little bit of a misnomer. I was instructed to guide you on your journey.
Well, even so, it's appreciated. As we look forward to setting out, we had a mind to see if there was a way for us to move our train here to the other side of the track to make our way up. But of course, if your expertise might suggest another course, we would be more than willing to follow your suggestion.
He shakes his head. Moving your train won't do you any good. The tracks will be obstructed, and if they're not already, they will be by the time we arrive.
Oh, I assume the denizens there purposefully making that so?
Correct. The Tengu keep watch from on high, and when they see people approaching, they put obstacles in their way that they might either help them overcome for a bribe or box them in for attack.
Makes sense. Smart.
Roland the Magnificent said shiny things. Anything in particular that they might like as a offering for safe passage?
They'll never say no to a simple piece of gold. You could get by with something less valuable, as long as it seems ostentatious. I'd recommend that if you have anything quite precious to you, that is also shiny and beautiful, you keep it hidden, lest they set their sights on it and demand it and nothing else.
I kind of side-eye the corner of my bow that I can see.
He nods.
I tuck my amulet into my shirt collar.
I very nervously look at Smee.
Oh, no.
He nods at that, too. That may be a problem.
Well, maybe we can scuff him up, make him not so shiny.
Yeah, slap some paint on everything.
Yeah, I'll have to think about that.
I suppose we should take a bit of a shopping trip then, yes? See if we can find anything in town that we could use to barter with.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very well. Find me at the rear gates when you're ready to depart. I'll be waiting there for you. It'll lead us out into the rough terrain up into the mountains, but we don't have much better approach available.
We shall. We'll make haste, get what we need, and get there immediately.
One more thing. I did find someone on my last excursion who claimed to know you and asked if they could tag along. And he thumps a fist a couple of times on the train car behind him, and you see the tip of a little red hat poke up from the bottom of a window, and then a little gnomish face following it. And Wazine is smiling at you. Sup, fuckers?
End of episode.
Oh my goodness. If he will allow me, scoop him up in a hug. And if not, I'll make chase.
Yeah, you try to grab him and there is a kerfuffle. He is pushing at your face, trying to keep you away. He slaps you full on. He's like, no, not for grabbies, no.
Just one hug. I've missed you.
I think not.
All right.
I'll say I got turned terribly around on our last race. I don't honestly remember where I was supposed to be going, and I certainly didn't make it there, but it's wonderful that our paths have crossed again. Roland here found me out in the wilds.
Well, it's safe to say that you beat us to this spot at this time.
And that makes me superior.
It does indeed.
He does like a little fist pump, like, yes, just to himself.
And so, as the winner, you must obey the customs of the Freehold and hug those that you've beat.
No.
Damn it, I tried.
Roland is just kind of frowning as every time Wazine makes a noise. And he says, not like under his breath or anything, just in full earshot of Wazine, I don't particularly care for this one, but if you wish for him to come along.
I don't think it's for us to say if he's going to take the same path that we are.
Wazine says, I have a cousin out in the Cloud Gate. I'd love to pay them a visit. And Roland just grunts disapprovingly. Very well. Meet us at the rear gate when you're ready to leave.
Marvelous.
Come on. And he just scruffs Wazine, who is throwing a similar tantrum, trying to like slap at his arms. He's like scratching at his forearms. But Roland the Black seems unperturbed. He just carries him away aloft.
All right. I feel like I need to get some sort of cloak that can wrap around and hide my bow when I need it to.
Yeah, my thought was to try and disguise me with some magic, but we are going to be dealing with magic people, or at least those who can also wield it.
Yeah, I mean, even if they don't see through the illusion, they might detect that there is an illusion, and that could kind of put us on the wrong foot.
Yeah, I guess I will look for some various things that I can use to dirty him up when the time gets closer.
Okay.
And I'm going to just hit up some merchants and start looking for some very shiny trinkets.
Okay. For the sake of expediency, I feel like this can be a teamwork resources roll. Who's got the highest resources?
Ooh.
I don't got any. I do have burglary, though.
I've got a +3 in resources.
Well, that'd be you then, because you have a number.
And so neither of you has anything else in it?
Yeah.
Correct.
So it's just going to be you flat roll, no bonuses from them.
Okay. Great teamwork, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
By teamwork, I mean it's more like a mom leading her 2 children around the mall trying to get her errands done.
That's a 0.
I forgot to give a target number.
Is it 0? Is it -1?
I was going to go
re-roll?
I was going to go pretty low. I think it is just a 1 because you guys are not looking for things that are particularly wild, and you are in a place that has the most stuff per capita of anywhere on the planet.
I'll help. I mean, I'm a team player. I'm out shopping as well, so I'm looking for a cloak, but could have been along with Maxine to like point things out.
Okay, spend your point. That'll make it a success. So if we're calling this a create an advantage, that'll be 1 invoke. I'm inclined to call this, I guess, equipped for the Cloud Gate Mountains, or equipped for Fey interactions or something. Let's go with equipped for the Cloud Gate Mountains to go with the last one we did that was named similarly.
Consistency.
Thank you.
Mm.
Does anybody want to spend anything else to bump this up to a second free invoke?
I mean, I've got Maxine's back. I can help her comparison shop.
Okay. So spend that fate point. That'll get you 2 free invokes on this.
Also, at some point, I suppose on the trip, I'm kind of backtracking a little. My apologies. Could I have asked Kade to take those teeth from the big fish and like work them into the mechanical folding of my bow so that like when I spring it open, they also like kind of spring out as like, you know, just aesthetically cool big fish teeth on the ends of the bow?
Like purely aesthetic?
Yeah, I think so.
And you remember that they're the size of a cutlass each, right?
Right. I wanted to get the big ones so that, you know, if they need to be cut down and everything, he'd have the material.
All right. Kate, are you willing to do that for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay!
I don't think there's any roll necessary on that. Your bow looks cooler.
Awesome.
It's covered in fish teeth. So, you guys wrap up your shopping. Is there anything else you want to do before you meet up with Roland the Black and head out?
I want to write a letter
to Chief Orbin.
Okay.
We're not going back to Sun's Edge to check in, but I want to give her some sort of update.
Okay.
And I actually think the teeth, I think it was just 2. I think one just, top of the bow, bottom of the bow. I'm going to take the other 3 and deliver them to Trundle and say, hey, I'm not sure, how strong these are, but if you want to use them for aesthetic stuff that you build, or if they are strong enough to make into weapons, whatever, here's some cool shit. You did me a favor. Here's something very unique back, and tell them the tale of how they were acquired and so on.
Okay.
And now you owe me another favor.
And I'm just, I think, kind of meticulously going through the stuff in Smee's storage compartments and swapping things out for stuff in the train to make sure that I'm not missing any tools I might need to repair this. Now that I've seen a bastardized one fixed, I've seen a pure one fixed, and then I've also built a bastardization mechanism.
What aspects do you have already that have invokes on them, or that represent having stuff?
Yeah, I've got Fixins, which was just all the stuff that Einon had bought for us to have spare stuff to build with.
How many invokes? Did you use any?
That one's got 2. And then I think the rest of these that we have aren't really beneficial. Professionally assembled, glass bottom core, icebreaker, man at the helm. I think all of those are useless at the moment.
We had crew gear as well. I assume most of that kind of had to do with the cold weather conditions and so on.
Yeah, that was for Carver's crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that and equipped for the Frost Sea have probably gone by the wayside.
Sure.
Because they are no longer relevant. Rev, add an additional invoke to Fixins.
Okay.
Rather than trying to create another new advantage or have you roll to only add one or whatever, let's just give you one to represent your preparation.
Okay.
So, you all meet up with Roland and Wazine at the rear gates of Carcadia Freehold. The mountains start to loom pretty quickly beyond the wall over here. That you are still not on the mountain quite yet, but as he said, you can tell the terrain's going to get pretty sticky pretty fast as soon as you're out there. There are guards posted at the gate and posted on the wall overhead, but you can tell that it's far more sparse here. Just seems clear that there's less to worry about on this side. It's not approachable, so it doesn't need as much protection. And Roland and Wazine are standing at the base of one of the guard towers waiting. The guards nearby are clearly keeping a distance from him. You can see that they are talking under their breath, a lot of sidelong looks, they are apprehensive of his very presence.
Wazine.
Yeah, Wazine. Wazine's just fucking putting his dukes up at all of them.
Is he decked out with mounts and stuff, or does this look like a foot travel scenario that we're about to do?
He doesn't have mounts or anything. He seems like he's prepared to just hike it.
Okay, I think, assuming we maybe asked that before we parted ways, I'll leave Tungy still here with Ravi.
Is he not a mountain rhino?
Don't think he is.
Okay. All right, yeah, as you approach, Roland looks up at you. You can see his eyes under his hood. Are we ready?
I believe we are.
Very well. And he turns and gives a nod to one of the guards who, tries to leave their body behind as they reach out to open the gate, just trying to stay as far away from him as possible. But they swing open the door to the gate, and the terrain starts to rise rapidly ahead, and Roland starts to march. Wazine is actually sitting on his shoulder, the shoulder that the axe head is not on. He's just sitting up there with an arm around his neck. The hike very quickly becomes challenging, intense. But to watch Roland make it, you'd never know. His stride never changes, no matter how vertical or obstructed the terrain seems to be. He is just one step after another, no shift. For the rest of you, I think I'm going to have you make an overcome roll to see how you handle the terrain hiking up here. I would accept either an athletics or a physique. I want each of you to make it. You can choose which one of those you're using, and you're trying to beat a 2.
Okay.
I got a 1, but I will use my stunt, my mech friend, give myself a 2 to overcome physical obstacles when utilizing Smee.
Perfect.
I got a 4.
Okay.
2.
Okay. So success, tie. Maxine, do you want to invoke anything to bring it to a success, or do you want to live with the tie?
I think live with the tie. Makes sense.
All right. Take a point of physical stress, or a condition to reflect it if you'd prefer.
Okay, yeah, I'll just take 1 point of physical.
Okay. As Roland marches you all up, the ground starts to level out a little bit as you are reaching sort of like a low peak of the mountains. And it starts to kind of open up into what you might consider a pass. It's not a road per se. It seems like there was no throughway, like to comfortably get all the way here with a wagon or anything. But it does seem like a natural way to travel within the mountains, just something naturally occurring here. And up ahead, you see 2 gigantic boulders that seem to be blocking the lion's share of this path. And Roland stops and he just gives kind of like a grunt of dissatisfaction at that sight.
What have we got going on here?
It looks like they're rocks.
I imagine it's the Tengu setting themselves a trap in which to capture us. This was anticipated. Did you bring an offering?
Yes.
And I'll dig in my bag and pull out just like a bunch of silver and gold trinkets.
Should I just let them know that we have an offering?
You see him like look up and start scanning the peaks around on either side of this pass. And then he brings a hand up to his mouth and lets out a very sharp whistle. And a moment later, you hear what sounds like birds. It sounds like flapping wings, although larger, heavier. And looking up, you see 2 figures descending, one from either side of the pass. They are humanoid. They appear like they walk upright. You can see, though, that they have feathered heads and long beaks. Their arms are wings. They are drifting down towards where you are from either side, and they alight very softly, very quietly on the ground just ahead, sort of making like the other 2 points of a triangle with Roland specifically. And their eyes are kind of darting around. Their heads are turning sort of suddenly, jerkily, looking at the rest of you in his presence. There is a moment of confusion, it seems, exchanged between them. They look at each other and their heads kind of cock sideways before they look back at Roland. But Roland doesn't say anything. He just kind of gestures to Maxine, who is the one who said she had the offering.
I'll hold them out and step forward.
Hi, my name is Maxine Hollis, and we come with offerings for a safe passage through your territory.
Their heads jerk in your direction, and they're just changing angles constantly. And then they look back at Roland. One of them says, "Roland, what is the meaning of this? Why do you escort these humans?" And he grunts, "Because Roland the Magnificent instructed me to. Are you going to accept their offering or not?" And the one says, "Abzu will want to hear about this. He'll want to know that this is happening." And Roland shrugs.
We're more than happy to speak with anyone you like. We are friends, I assure you.
Give me an overcome roll with rapport, trying to beat a 2.
3.
Okay. They kind of like stare at you for an extra long second. All the more unsettling because they don't seem to blink. And they look at each other, and one of them kind of shrugs to the other. So they look back to all of you. "Very well. We will take you to Abzu." And they look like straight up one of those peaks. And they look back down, I think at you, Einon, the one who was speaking to them most recently. "You can't fly, can you?"
Unfortunately not.
"Well, this is going to be mighty challenging for you." The other one fucking elbows him. He does hold out his hand for your shiny trinkets, Maxine.
I hand them over.
"This will do for now." They let out a call of some sort. It sounds like a crow, kind of. And up above you see some more heads poke out from peaks and ledges and crevices up there. And they wave some down. A few more descend with you. Enough for each of you. They're kind of like sizing up Smee, trying to decide how to handle that one. And they just get like 3 guys on it. But basically, they're all just positioning themselves behind each of you to like scoop you under the armpits and carry you up.
I'm so excited.
The 3 of us or Roland as well?
Roland as well. And they, they stand behind you, and then they start flapping their arms, flapping their wings to take off, and you feel just like the sharp bite of the talons of their feet kind of in your clothes and a little bit in the meat of your shoulders. But you feel your feet leave the ground as they start to fly you up, and away towards one of the higher peaks at this chunk of the mountain. Again, you're still sort of in the lower parts of the Cloudgate Mountains, but it seems like their home base is the highest point down here with which to see the entry to this pass where people are most likely to approach. Once you reach a proper altitude, you can see that up here there is a large flat area that seems to lead into a cave leading into one of these larger peaks. It seems sort of, deceptive. From down low, you'd never know that this was up here, that there was somewhere to perch, but they know about it. And they set you down among a lot of other Tengu. It seems like this is a smaller even than a village, maybe kind of like an outpost would be the way to describe it. Like there are like a dozen people here, but they're not like, they don't all appear to be like workmen or anything. They're not guards. They just seem to be folks. Some of them are peeling vegetables. Some of them are, they're preparing food. They're laundering their clothes. Like just a smattering of people here. And they set you all down and land with you. And the one who had taken your offering gestures for you to follow and starts walking into that cave leading into the peak.
I follow, but I'm also just like looking at Einon because I know how much he's loving this.
Yeah, I'm beaming. I am just taking in every detail, all the little things that they're doing, everything I can pick up as we walk while doing my best to keep pace.
Yeah, I think you notice, understandably, a lot of apprehension. But again, because these don't seem like a particularly martial group of people, you don't get the sense that you're in like imminent lethal danger or anything, but none of them seem happy to see you.
Yeah, this isn't a place for us.
Correct. And they seem just dumbfounded by Roland's presence with you. Nobody here fucking understands what's happening or why at all, and it is written all over their faces.
Roland.
What?
Do you know any greetings in the native Tengu tongue?
Is this what you're going to do to me, Tass? You're going to make me make up a greeting in a fake language?
I feel like if you make Jake do that, he's going to make up something that's not a greeting for you to say.
Yeah. Idiot.
Well, they're birds. I just figured it'd be like magok or something like just.
That's offensive.
Wow.
Wow. Would you teach me one? Just something like a general, hello, nice to see you kind of thing.
I'm not honestly sure that your tongue is capable of producing the sounds.
Oh, marvelous. That's a wonderful point. Thank you for that.
He makes sort of a quiet, like, squawking, like bird sound. And it's really bizarre. Like, the reverse of when you've heard a bird impersonate a human sound. Like, this is a person impersonating a bird sound. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, yes. All right. I should certainly not try that off the cuff, but marvelous. Thank you.
Is there like a perform skill?
If there is, I don't have it. Probably notice to see if I caught what he did.
Oh, yeah.
Probably shoot just to see, like, oh, can I just shoot this out off?
Probably crafts.
Stop it.
To be honest, that's what I would guess.
I do feel like, crafts would be the closest thing.
What about physique? Because I'm using my body to form sounds.
No, if you're
I do like that as well,
No.
but I think it would be crafts.
if you're not going for it right now, then this doesn't matter right now anyway.
No.
But I was just like, I'm surprised that there's not something akin to perform in this, like on this list of skills.
Sure.
Being able to perform is considered a craft.
Yeah, I think that would be the closest. But anyway, you lock those thoughts away deep within your psyche to never be addressed as you are all led into this cave. And I think you notice, like, even as you're crossing the threshold, it's surprisingly bright in this cave. And as you enter, you can see that there are a lot of, like, pinholes of light shining in from overhead. Like, this is not especially weatherproof in here, but it is some protection from, like, the sunlight or the weather. Not that there's a lot of sunlight here either. You get the impression that they don't really want to be somewhere fully enclosed a lot of the time. So this is like a good middle ground. There's a lot of sunlight and air still getting in here. But this Tengu leads you over to another individual, another Tengu who is kneeling down. He is wearing long white robes, sort of grayed now, it looks like, with age and just wear and weather. They're a little bit tattered, but they're still a pretty stark contrast against, like, his jet black feathers. And you can see that he is kneeling in front of a very young Tengu. It seems like he is tending to them in some way, like tending to an injury or a wound. But this one that made your acquaintance down in the pass walks over to him and whispers something to him, and you see his head kind of tilt in your direction. And then he holds up a wing and waves you all over. And that younger Tengu who brought you here just turns and walks out of the cave, leaving you alone with this elder and the young one he is tending to.
Greetings, Abzu, I believe?
Yes. Who are you and what are you doing here?
My name is Einon Kerning of the Clockwinders. My companions and I are here on a joint mission between the Clockwinders and Roland the Magnificent. We are hoping to gain access to the movement core in these mountains, in the first of potentially 2 trips, the first being to fix it in a manner that will keep this planet tidally locked, since it's beginning to turn. We want no one on this world to be harmed, and this is the best way to do it for now. That is, until we are able to work out the best way to return the spin to the world and reconnect the cores how they had been originally.
And Roland the Magnificent agrees to this quest.
Well, it was kind of his idea. He's the one that helped us realize what the movement cores were for and why they were changed and how that was not the right answer. And so it's now our mission to not just repair the cores as we know them, but to repair them to what they're supposed to be.
You all can see that he seems to be bandaging the wing of this child, and he finishes that up and kind of like pats it gently and helps the child stand, and they run off out of the cave as well as Abzu turns to face all of you. You must be particularly enterprising humans to have pulled the wool over old Roland's eyes.
Please, I am wanting very much to make sure that we're on the same page. There's no wool pulling. We are all on the same mission here.
He looks to Roland, the Black, and seems to like inquire to him as to the validity of this. And again, Roland the Black just kind of shrugs.
Abzu, would you mind? And I hold my hand out towards him.
He instinctively takes a step back.
I think I have a way that I can show you that Roland wholeheartedly believes in this and that we are working with him.
Give me a rapport roll.
No.
Can this be a teamwork?
Yeah, you're all kind of picking away at him. So who's got the highest rapport?
I've got a +5. I also have a stunt that gives me a +2 now when pleading my intentions, or however I worded it, to the Fae.
Okay. Does either of you have rapport?
I do.
No.
Okay. So take another +1 from Einon and roll it. He's going to contest with his will. Can he stand against your silver tongue?
8.
That's legendary.
That is legendary.
I rolled a 0.
Damn.
Ridiculous. And I mean, he did superb in his defense. He got a 5, but
It ain't legendary.
ain't fucking legendary. Unreal. So he looks at Kade, kind of weirdly static for how you've seen all of the Tengu moving so far. Like, his head and his eyes do not move. Like, he's just gazing at you. And he very slowly holds out a wing and takes a step forward and, like, recoils a little bit right as he gets close to touching your hand, but then commits.
Yeah, I would just want to let that feeling flow out of me and into him, that connection that we have with the will of the ether.
Okay. I think this is a deciding factor in the nature of your relationship with them. So I feel like this is going to be creating an advantage.
Okay.
Because this might create a new aspect. So create an advantage with lore. I'm gonna use the number he defended with. I'm gonna say a 5.
Okay.
That's what you're trying to beat.
So I'm at a 4, but I mean, ether connects all things.
Okay. Spend a fate point. That would get you 1 free invoke as a success. Is there anything else anybody can contribute to make it 2 free invokes if you want?
Can I go with amending Clockwinder? Like, again, this is definitely our mission now, and I'm helping present that confidence into what we're conveying.
Okay. Spend that fate point. What should we call this? I want to name it something to reflect, like, that they believe you, that they are willing to believe you and believe in you.
I feel like it's something about the old ways, like that relationship that the Fae and humans used to have that they don't anymore.
Forgotten Bond?
Ooh, yeah.
I like that.
All right. Forgotten Bond with 2 free invokes. So you open Abzu up to this sensation. Is it just like the feel, or is it like actually a memory, or what is this?
Roland asked me to keep this between us, so I don't think it's a memory, but I think it's almost like kind of using my ether bond stunt, that it's allowing him to also feel what the will of ether wants for the good of everything.
Okay. I like that. I think even like what you just said about like Roland asked me to keep it between us, I think there is a tinge of honoring that agreement in here that he can pick up on too. That like, in addition to everything else, you're true to your word, and your word is to the leader of the Fae on this world, and like you're doing your best by him, and that counts for something too. So I imagine that his eyes kind of like dart wildly for a few seconds as this is just overtaking him before you let go, and his eyes settle and he's breathing kind of heavy. And he looks at you again, surprisingly static. How unusual.
It's going to be a long journey, but this is the first step on the path to reconnect the worlds.
He nods. You'll find no friends in these mountains. I would argue that we are among the easiest to win over. We barter with the humans on the occasion that they pass through. Others will have nothing to do with them. You'll have your work cut out for you. We can help. We can travel you to some degree, and you'll likely need us to bridge the gap between the mountains and the Forgotten Fortress. But you'll need to convene with those along the way. If they see us simply flying you overhead, they won't take it sitting down. They need to know why, and it has to be you who convinces them.
Thank you.
Abzu gives a little nod, and he turns to look to Roland, and he gives him a little expression, like a little quirk of the shoulders and mouth, that you can read as like, he has surprised himself by taking to this. And I think you see Roland just a little smile on his face as well, like sharing a moment of like, fucking unbelievable, right? And Abzu says, well, let's start here. Rest a bit. Let me prepare some of my people for travel. Let them get to know you, and then we will set off.
I give a deep bow and kind of a slight glance towards Roland and clear my throat. Skibbity! Did I say it right?
Oh my god. Oh my god, Tass.
You see Roland's head very slowly turn to look at you, and Abzu doesn't even understand what you were trying to do. Gesundheit.
I'm so pleased.
I think that is where we will leave it this time.
Did you just say like the toilet?
Yeah, he said skibbity.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He's trying to break us into a new audience of younger,
Oh, God.
a younger demographic. Skibbity Riz.
Listen, we got new cast members coming in for that.
Yeah, they'll take care of it, Tass. Let them. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for another episode of The Crit Show.
Fucking Riz.
If you would like to know more about Fate or the Clockwinders, please check out the show notes. You should also check out our Patreon, patreon.com/thecritshow. We've got 10,000 hours of additional content, making us professionals, according to Malcolm Gladwell.
Oh.
Yeah, that's probably not true. I can't imagine. Well, I'm sure we've put in 10,000 hours. I don't think
Yeah.
there are 10,000 recorded hours on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Don't think we got 10,000 episodes.
No, definitely 10,000 hours of like production work.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You can hear it all, because Rev also just has a microphone going in the background anytime he's working on the shows, and he just posts that uncut, unfiltered.
Yeah.
So yeah, check that out. Or, any of the things that actually exist. And join us next time for another episode of The Crit Show. More Clockwinder adventures further into the Cloudgate Mountains. Everybody say bye.
Skibbity.
Riz.
Bye.
The Crit Show is a Critshow Studios production, edited and produced by Brandon Wentz, with music by Jake Purley. You can find more information about us at thecritshowpodcast.com. To keep up to date with upcoming live shows, contests, and other special events, follow us at The Crit Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For even more weekly content, join us at patreon.com/thecritshow.